So I've cleared her out. She's going to give me 84 more experience, along with a few thorn sprouts. And these are helpful because they can sprout thorns for your army. You know, I really do want that Mind Rune, so I'm going to fight one more thorn stack. Getting a little boring with these thorns. They're not tough battles, they're just kind of annoying, kind of in the way. Gonna go ahead and hit this guy first. And then the archers should be able to totally wipe out 4 in one shot, shouldn't be an issue. And collect the chest. So we're actually getting a good amount of gold off these chests, just little bits at a time, but I'm glad I put defensive stance since he actually got hit. Then again, it's only 2, so it doesn't really matter. These guys can't reach me yet. They have a movement of 3, so I'm just going to go ahead and fire. And this one I'm going to let come in, and then I'll hit him when he gets here. Oh, they're not, they're refusing to move. Well, that's fine. I can slowly take you down with range if you prefer. Oh, yeah, that's right. They're moving first. Ah, shoot. See, the AI actually did something. Oh, shit. We didn't quite lose an archer. We're fine. The AI actually did something pretty tricky. The way initiative works is, as you can see, for a bowman here, it's 4. For these guys, I think it's 5. It's also 4. Well, anyway, they get to move first due to a higher initiative. And if you wait, if you skip your turn, you'll get it at the end of the turn. So the way it starts is with highest initiative goes first, and then whoever hasn't went by the middle of the turn, it goes back to lowest initiative. And so what he did was he didn't move at the beginning of the turn, he moved at the end of the turn, and then the next turn starts, and he gets to move first again. So he essentially got 2 moves in a row and kind of tricked me there, and moved deceptively far. And you gotta be careful of that. That's something I do all the time later in the game with dragons. A lot of people think dragons are bad units, actually. They just don't know how to use them. Dragons are my entire play style in this game. They're amazing. You can't use them, you gotta use them as heavy support units. If you use them as tanks, yeah, they're absolutely terrible, but that's not how they're supposed to be used. Alright, so let's see here. I'm not seeing a lot. I gotta pick up these plugins as I go, I suppose. A few more thorn sprouts. And, you know, the heck with it. I'll go ahead and use them. Thorn hunters are a pretty decent unit, actually. We gotta pick up all these plugins here. Uh-oh, wolf is after us. I'm just gonna avoid him. I really don't feel like fighting him right now. Wolves are actually one of the most pain-in-the-ass units in this entire game. There's no way we're getting these chests. Those are marauders. I think they can teleport. They can teleport straight to. Yep, we didn't stand a chance. The only way we could have got those is if we saved it and came back when we had dragons or something ridiculous. So this is actually going to suck because wolves have an ability that make us lose control of every single unit we have under level 3, aka all 5 of them. Luckily, our thorn hunters, I'm glad we have them now, are immune to mind spells. It says that somewhere. They're supposed to be immune to mind spells. So I'll still have control of them, but once those wolves howl, the AI is going to take over all my units, and they don't always make the smartest decisions. Alright, I'm going to try and slow him down here, because that's a lot of robbers. I did not mean to get into this fight. Alright, let's see. Alright, if I get close enough, maybe I can take him out. There's a chance. Ah, damn, they're still alive. I could use a flaming arrow spell, but then I wouldn't be able to learn the flaming arrow spell later. So I'm just going to let this one slide. Yep, there we go. I just lost control of literally all my units. Oh, Jesus Christ. And he's going to get a swing in on my... Oh, God, that probably just killed 4 of them. Yeah, that killed 4 of my thorn hunters. Alright, we got to take out those wolves. That's got to be priority 1 here. And, of course, they're just aiming randomly. They're under the control of the AI. And, oh, he's going straight into battle. No concern for your well-being or anything, you know, just... To hell with it, let's fly straight into, like, 6 stacks of guys. Alright, I'm gonna back him up. I can't focus on the wolves right now, because there's just too many marauders surrounding my swordsman. He's gonna get beat the shit out of next turn. starting now. Jeez. I'm hoping I use my Thorn Hunters before anything else hits them so I can heal those swordsmen. Thankfully the wolves are dead, so I gain... Oh no, he's gonna... Oh no. Idiot. Don't be dead. Oh, thank God. I'm gonna gain control of my units now. It's only lasts for 2 turns. Thankfully I got a healing spell in on him. And the peasants should probably poke him. I'm relying on you, AI. They didn't move. They just decided to go totally defensive. The AI is so terrible. I swear they make it worse when it's your guys that are out of control. We got a fire on this one. He's still got 3, and that's bad news for us. There we go. Got him down to 1. Gonna poke this one. He's nearest all our weak units. Gonna take this one out with the peasant, and then we can get the last one with the Thorn Hunters and end it, actually. There we go. So I took a few more casualties, quite a few more than I intended there. 2 Thorn Hunters and 4 peasants. Luckily, I'm not going to keep peasants for long. In fact, I'm going to check out what's here. So this guy wants us to rescue his polar bear. It ran away. He's going to give us a leaf for it. Touches leaves, nothing happens. You bite off a small piece of leaf and shoot it. It tastes of common grass. However, some sound rises up in your head, something like the sound of a growling bear. Sensation soon passes. And what that actually did was increase our rage by 2. That's why I always try and use quest items. You never really know what's going to happen with them. Alright, so we're going to grab this chest then. A little bit of gold. We're going to go ahead and check out the animals. And, crap, he doesn't have royal snakes, so nothing I really want here. I might pick up some bears. Bears are a great tank unit for early game. Because right now, I don't really have any tanks. My swordsman is working as my tank, and that is not an appropriate unit to be tanking. I'm gonna go ahead and store some units at least. I'm gonna replace the peasants with bears. They're the same speed, and they do about the same damage. It's just that the bear has quite a bit more health. Peasants are actually pretty high damage output. It's just that they're so fragile. I can't take it. It's too much. I like all my units to be tanks. There we go, 4 bears. And we're going to go ahead and start this quest as long as we're up here. There is a speaking stone. I'm not even going to try the voice for this. To my mind, a speaking stone is highly extraordinary. So, I guess we can ask what it's like to be a stone. It is sad. Sit, sit, sit. Nothing happens. Trees grow. Dull company. Don't be bored, stone. The dialogue in this game sometimes. It's actually originally a Russian game, so it's translated so a lot of weird stuff comes up. I hear Russian jokes don't translate well. At least that's what the internet told me. I will ask about the mages for you next time I'm at the Mages Guild. Oh man, I mean, I want all of that stuff, but I hate wolves. I really don't want to fight any more wolves. Wolves are stupid. Gonna get this quest from this guy. He has 2 quests. I'll take the easy one first. Basically what it means is, oh, bears, bears, bears. The, quest there is he's fishing, right? And there's this fish that was uncommon, so the king made it illegal to fish. And we're going to talk to him about that right now. Alright, this will explain it. You see, Your Majesty, your decree has forbidden the catching of certain sea creatures beyond a strictly defined limit. The fishermen cannot fish the devilfish, huge fish which are quickly multiplying and overtaking the waters. These fishes are both dangerous and predatory, and your royal fishing waters are falling into chaos. And so we will go tell him that everything is fine and get some experience for it. There's also a quest I forgot to pick up here from the head priest. He wants us to deliver... let's see here. Yes. He wants us to deliver a bag of money. Which, as a paladin, if we try and skim off the top, maybe you could open it carefully, but the faith of the paladin didn't allow you to touch the temple's donations. Due to the fact that we're a paladin, we're too goody two-shoes to steal the money. And so that's actually another just little intricate detail of this game. And it's class-specific. I'm gonna go get some more Thorn Hunters here. I know she sells them after the quest, so... There we go. We're up to a huge amount. These will do some actual damage now. Thorn Hunter is another high damage output, but very low HP unit. You know, as long as I'm running around, I think I'm going to replace my swordsman. I bet I know where some knights are. Again, the spawns in this game, what items and units actually spawn around, are random, but there are always certain places that are more likely to have certain spawns than not. And in most of the times I played this game, this spot right here has knights. But apparently not this time. Okay, shoot. There is this altar of experience, though. That almost leveled us up to 3. So that's not a total loss. This guy's a mini-boss, but he's quest-specific, so he's not going to attack us if we don't attack him. And we can steal his chest. Magic crystal, great. Yeah, that's what I needed. They're useful later on, just not now. A little bit gold. This is Furious Paladin. He made a promise to the gods 200 years ago that he would not rest until every single undead in the world is destroyed. But if we look over there, we can, yeah, we can see a zombie right there. So, yeah, that's why he's still alive. And we can say that we want to help him. He'll give us a quest to go into the crypts and break the crosses for him, or us touch them and destroy all the undead. We'll do that much later, but we'll accept the quest for now. You know, I know all these so well. I mean, I've played through the games quite a few times, but at the same time, I also just did this an hour ago when I was trying to initially record and my microphone wasn't on. That crow is inside the building. Did you guys see that? right on this roof right here. That crow didn't land on it. It landed in the building. All right. Anyway, it might do it again. No, that crow's gone. Anyway, he's got a shop, and dang it. And the items suck. Just a swordsman and some priests. Okay. Last game, he had the upgraded version of both of those. Alright, so there's where we need to make the delivery for the head priest. As you can see, there's a zombie in the way, and that zombie would kick our ass. So we're going to get him out of the way. Man, he is slow. Yeah, this is not going to be any challenge to run by this guy. In fact, I'm just going to do it right now. Oh, that scared me. It's just a crow. Okay. And I have a package for you. And he says, why so little? But thank you anyway. And now we can show a shop, which also doesn't have Inquisitors. What the hell? Oh, this is a bad... This game is bad so far. These units, they're showing up in shops, just suck. Literally, bears? Bears? What the hell? Bears are the best units I found so far. By this point in my last game, I'd found knights. I'd found horsemen. Alright, let's see. Royal snakes. Those are a pretty good unit. I wish I could find some. I don't want to go up here because this knight is way OP. I'm just going to grab this and get out of here. Dang it. Oh my god. I shouldn't have gotten close to these guys. These things are going to destroy me. I might actually lose this. Okay, I'm going to use that flaming arrow now, though, because I have to if I have any hope of winning this battle. This is difficult. I should have put a blessing out. Oh well. All right, I'm definitely going to freeze these ones, try and slow them down. I need all the time I can possibly buy myself. I'm going to hit these ones. I got to protect these thorns at all costs. They're 100% weak to fires, and these are fire-breathing dragonflies, so it could be a problem. On the other hand, they're resistant to poison. Oh my god, that thing just totally decimated one of the bears. Oh, here they come. The bear's attack did just double, so that's positive news. Boy. No, we are actually going to lose this. There is just no way. I'm gonna heal my priests. I'm gonna bless these guys. I'm gonna move my archers to safety. Boy. I'm gonna try and get these things out of here. Please crit, please crit. Okay, and then I'm gonna move the bear here to try and keep him distracted at least. That's the end of our bears. Oh my god. That's gonna be the end of our priest pretty soon. And unfortunately, they're gonna hit. Oh man, that burns some thorns up good. I can win this if I can take these out. Okay, I'm gonna waste another scroll. Now that he has fear on him, he won't attack anything. When it hits me, it's the AI that my stuff gets taken over by AI. If an enemy gets hit by fear, he just won't attack anything that's higher level than him. And so that means he's not going to attack our archers, which means we can continue to dice him around here. And I'm going to take that time, that opportunity, to get my thorns to reproduce other thorns. And that'll make some extra targets for this guy right here. And then hopefully I can win by that. Because these 34 dragonflies right here, if they were fighting... crap, he's on the bodies. I'm going to have to wait. If they were fighting normal units, they would be destroying them. It's just that plants are almost immune to poison, and their attacks are poison-based. Unfortunately, I do have to waste my arrow on this one to get some more thorns out. And I'm going to betray my own bears here and turn them into thorn hunters. Can't believe how much of an army I've wasted here. I've got this, though. There's no way I can lose now. It's just... It came closer than I would have liked it. If those fire dragonflies had hit my thorn hunters before they'd been lost, before I'd managed to wound the fire dragonflies, it would have been game over. I absolutely would have not been able to win this match. I'm trying to get down there to the chest too. I don't want this to be over just yet. But we're not going to make it. We only have one haste spell, so I'm not going to waste it. I'm hoping... Oh, yep, he's dead. He attacked the priest. No, he's not dead. Perfect. Alright, I'm just going to turn the bears into thorns here, because why not? Free thorns. The thorns are honestly kind of game-breaking. You can get a lot of thorns on the battlefield. Especially in the sequel. It was 70 gold, so it wasn't really worth going over for. Oh, that sucked. Man, I lost all my bears, half my priests. Yikes. I didn't even have all my units on me for that one. And we're going to go 5. Oh, man, I don't know. Yeah, let's go 5 mana. I guess as long as we took them out, we can collect the treasure, so it's not all bad. I remember, though, there's spiders. That's, yeah, there it is. Spiders or thorns that spawn up there that always comes in a huge stack. Even if the unit types don't always spawn the same, the stacks always spawn the same. For example, this guy is always huge. That spider and thorn are always huge down there. These ones are usually pretty weak. Oh, they're strong. But then again, my army just got decimated, so... No, those are enemies. Okay. I'm going to try and collect these real quick. There's the magic school here. This is Eliero Shivarius, who is, his name is even harder to pronounce than the village elders. So we're going to tell him about the stone. Wouldn't you say that a talking stone is itself is a rattle unusual thing? It was a bumbling mage who half enchanted it and didn't complete it. In this case of a partial magic transformation, you simply need to finish the conjuration. Then the stone will become whatever the original conjurer's author intended it to become. How do I finish it? I'd like to talk to the student who cast such a spell. The school's top minds have wrestled with the conjuration of animation and natural elements for scores of years. Ut Umus Limo Canis. I will try it. In the meantime, I'm going to look at this guy's shop. Thankfully, there are archmages in there. Unfortunately, I bet you they're 200 leadership. Yep, we need 8 more leadership to get a second one. Gonna restock my priests. Might as well buy one. And there's a really good scroll here. One of them. Alright. I need to find a leadership flag that I can grab real quick. In the meantime, though, I'm gonna get a 5th army. I don't want a repeat of what just happened. That was bad. It's tough to find good units right now. I'm going to check out here. This one has a chance to spawn high-level animals. And it did. Oh, and that's a really good scroll. Alright. So I'm going to run through... Actually, no, I'm not going to mess with this one yet. I'm going to run back to our castle here, and I'm going to trade out our swordsmen here. I guess I could trade them for bears, but... Yeah, because there were some griffins in there, and griffins are a very valuable unit early on. Quite worthless late game, but... And we can get 4 of them, that's good. Okay, I will take that. That, and some more thorn sprouts, some free thorns, I suppose. There we go, a little bit of refresh. I'm gonna go ahead and avoid him. I want to find another flag, because that would get me at least... There's some bears there as well, it looks like. That was the other thing. I kept finding precision spells in the last recording I was doing. So even though all the units were awesome, the spells I was finding were trash. I found like 8 of them in a row, and precision is worthless, basically. I don't see any more flags, so this kind of sucks. There's one right there, but that knight is... I'm not going to be able to beat him. There's one. Alright, I'm going to make a run for it. Please be 8 leadership. Plus 12, even better. Alright, now we can get another archmage. And there's peasants in the way. Uh-oh, I might get pincered. There's red all over my radar. I did not get pincered. I'm going to steal this and get out of here. And a mind rune. Alright. I did level up as well. So I should be able to check. Yeah, I might as well get Glory. I have to get it eventually to get Inquisition and Tolerance, which are 2 of the best ones in the game in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and put one into Glory. That gives us 100 more leadership, and that should be drastically helpful in the coming fights here. That means I can go back here. I can now have 10 priests and 10 bowmen. So I'm going to spend basically the last of my money on those guys. I can get 6 griffins as well, and 2 archmages, so I'm going to go grab another one of them for sure. That's my highest level unit right now is the archmage. We can ask an errand for this guy right here. Go over to a woman and collect some papers. You'll need to go to Martian Swamp, and we'll be headed there anyway for several other quests. So that's not a big deal. According to this, I do not have enough gold to get another archmage. So I guess I gotta fight. These are obelisks of Fandor. Fandor was the first king, the human king of this land. He went on a quest around the world, so you'll find these all around the map. If you find all of them, you get into a secret area. This will give me +1 intelligence, so I think I'm going to go for it. Alright, so now we get to see several new units, actually. Guardsmen on the enemy side, which, Jesus Christ, I didn't realize he had guardsmen. Griffins on our side, and archmages on our side. I'm going to go ahead and try and take out this beehive. It can attack either side. I don't like the randomness of it. I don't want it hitting us. So archmages have 3 abilities. They can push a unit, they can protect an allied unit, or they can do a fighting trance, which increases their attack for several turns. And I'm going to do that and focus on the priests here, because they're the only range unit. And these guys are moving towards us now, so that's not good news. They're firing back. I can't quite reach the priest from here, so I'm going to go ahead and fire. He's got less magic resistance anyway. And then I'm going to slow this one down, because I want as few guardsmen coming as possible. These guys with the gold armor, the guardsmen, are the upgraded version of swordsmen. Instead of having 25, I think, HP, they have 30. Instead of 35, they have 45. And they're armored. They're tough. I do not like fighting them. So I'm going to fire... I'm going to take out the peasants, because they're weak enough. I just took out half of them. I just took out half their attack power. Here come the guardsmen. So I guess Griffins are my biggest tank right now with 85 HP left. I'm going to have them hold the line. And then I'm going to back up my range units from here, actually. And I don't like that guardsmen also have, they're able to move 3 paces. Our Griffin is really getting beat up right now. But one of the Griffin's special abilities is the fact that he can retaliate an unlimited amount of times in a turn. And so he's actually a great unit to have hold the line there. I'm going to back up. I'm going to take out this guardsman, though. He's at low health, so puts him down to 1 at least. And I'm going to back up my archers, too. I'm going to change their focus to these guys. Archmages I'm not too worried about. They don't have high armor, but they have a lot of HP. So I'll keep them on the front line. On the other hand, if these thorns get hit, I'm going to regret it. And these guys have a move of 3, so we're going to have to move 1 back even. And they're almost out of our range. Alright, and now we gotta go with the Griffins here. Go ahead and do a healing spell on them just in case. I'm not sure which one to hit. That one's closer to our units at least. I'm gonna go ahead and put some protection on the Griffin there, since he's taken so many hits. They're coming for the Archmages, but at the same time, 1 Guardsman versus 1 Archmage. Not much to worry about. The Griffins are only going to take half damage now due to our spell from the Archmage here. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't move these guys up to hit the peasants. There we go. Those guys shouldn't be an issue now. And peasants will probably actually be pretty close to dead. Or totally dead. That's actually fantastic. I'm going to start moving towards them to make new thorns. That didn't quite finish him off. Alright, I'm going to split the Griffin troop now into 2 different ones of equal size. 2 and 2 instead of 4. That way I can capture the chest. And I can keep fighting. These guys are weak enough now that it doesn't really matter. Alright, I think I'm going melee with the Archmage here because we're down to a point where it's just 2 really low health guardsmen. But at the same time, we're not quite going to be able to finish them off. They do have a lot of health. This one shouldn't be able to kill an archer, so I'm not concerned. Archer's not going to be able to retaliate, but again, I won't take a loss unless this priest hits the archer. And he got fully healed. That sucks. I don't even know what to bless. I'm just going to fire right at this swordsman here. Guardsman, same difference. As I, took time to explain the difference this beginning of this match. That should be the end of him. Now we just gotta keep that priest in line. I'm gonna go ahead and start reproducing 4 thorns just because it's always fun. Insult to injury, if nothing else, against the AI. And this priest should be pretty pinned now against these griffins. There's not much he can do. There's nothing he can do, actually. He can back up and fire, but it's not going to help. I'm going to go ahead and bless the griffins. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. And that must have been a critical. Yeah, that was a critical. Alright. I've taken all of them out. I can claim my reward of 1 intelligence, which I'm now back up to 1 because the bull on my head makes me stupid. Alright. Let's see here. So I don't have enough gold to... Actually, I have just enough gold to get 1 more Archmage. I'm going to do that. Another intricacy of this game is every time you click the magic scroll, your mana is fully restored. Just little things like that that you might not even notice. Alright, and... Excuse me. Doesn't look like I have much for going on here for quests, outside of the main quest here. Unfortunately, I don't see any major good units, so I might just go ahead and... I mean, I have 10 gold too, so I'm just going to go ahead and fight this boss. He just cast a slow spell on our griffins. So this is the first mini-boss out there, the first enemy hero, as they're called outside of the tutorial. Not a terribly tough cookie, but definitely not a pushover. A lot of robbers and marauders here. And we're just gonna slow him down by putting this guy in the way and pushing him back. And that'll stop them from moving too far. Alright, I'm gonna start firing at him from afar here. I'm hoping this guy doesn't know offensive spells. And then I'm gonna cast a slow spell on this guy just to screw him up even more. I'm going to see if they move any closer, if they'll come in range of the Thorn Hunters. None of them are moving, so I'll just fire. Each unit that's ranged has an effective range. For archers and priests, for archers it's 6. For priests, I think it's 5. And so you can fire outside of that range, but it won't do as much damage. You can tell if it's effective range or not by, oh shit, by whether or not the arrow is broken when you see the attack symbol. So these robbers, I hate robbers so much. They have a, get out of here. They have a ranged spell that we can't, not spell, but ranged attack we can't retaliate against, so that kind of sucks. I'm going to go ahead and, gosh, I don't know, we gotta get rid of this guy, so I'm going to fight him like this. I'm going to move my range units to cover. Behind this log here, probably. And actually, we can take this one out. This shouldn't be an issue. These guys are going to be going... They only have a movement of 2, thankfully, so they won't be able to hit my Thorn Hunter where they are. But they're going to be coming down here, so I'm going to start firing at them. And then I'm going to move my priest to cover 2 and finish off this robber. Easy enough. Luckily, griffins are still a pretty good tank. I don't want to split them just yet because there are some pretty beefy stacks out here, so I'm going to keep them together for the time being. Yeah, I'll just fight one and then I'll wait for the other one to die. I'm going to start dicing these ones down before they can get anywhere close to my range units. And of course, he is going to attack from afar. So that way he doesn't die. I'll just finish this one off here. And then the archer can start firing on this one, which the slow spell finally wore off, so he'll be getting closer now. And, well, heck, we're almost done. I'm hoping he doesn't know an offensive spell. That's all I gotta say. Hopefully this shot finishes him off. It did. Alright, excellent. So he should drop the rest of the plugins for us. Maybe are they plugins? Plugins? I don't know. Plugins? Plugins. Plugins, yeah. I'd like to check... Oh, there's... Apparently we did not collect them all yet. We're still missing 2 from the looks of it. They're up there. And those are ancient bears. They don't show up as ancient bears. That's weird. Alright, we'll fight them. And the wolves will be a little less of a pain in the ass this time, because these are only units affected by their cry. The griffins are too high of a level, the thorns are immune, and the archmages are too high of a level. Still, control of our archers and our priests are going to go to the AI for this round at least. Go put the archmage in a battle stance. Going to hit this wolf, and apparently kill him. Oh. God, hyenas. They're a pretty worthless unit, but they're annoying. And apparently they're dead as well. So now the archer is going to fire. Hopefully, yes, that's what I would have targeted too. Perfect. These are ancient bears. They're even more tanky than normal bears. And they're also within firing range, so heck. Alright, I'm going to cut these ones off. With the griffins here. Luckily bears are slow moving. They can only move 2 per turn. The AI always uses their running ability, which they get 1 shot at. They always use it on the first turn. So from here they should only be able to move 2. My AI units are still going for the wolves, which is fine. Although I wish he wouldn't have used the ice arrow on a unit that's dead. Just doesn't make any sense. Oh god, our griffins. We lost one. God, they were getting beat up. Okay, I'm gonna fire right there. I'm gonna actually split them up as well, because I want to get that treasure chest without having to stop fighting. Spell, that's a pretty good spell. And that didn't finish him off. That's bad news. That didn't finish him off either. Bears have low, very low, initiative though, so I can't believe I lost a griffin. I'm kind of mad at that. And that finishes them off, the ancient bears. I was not being near careful enough to have lost a griffin. Alright. I don't know why I ran them back so far. There's the last Plugins. That should be all of them. Let's see what this spell is. These guys as well. Always the same. Different units. Sometimes it's archmages. But, ridiculously powerful. Anyway, I want that leadership flag behind them. So I'm going to go ahead and save over my old playthrough here that I accidentally didn't use my mic on. I'm going to run by them and get that leadership there. Now we can actually lure these guys far enough away that we can get to this tent. And there are some excellent units of that tent. However, I have no gold, so there's really no point in it right now. Alright, we're going to go report to King Mark. We have all his Plugins. And actually, we're going to tell him about the Edict on Fishing, which he already knows. Okay. And he's going to give us 620 gold and 78 experience. Alright, and now he's... Oh, I didn't even read that by accident, but he's giving us the seal. And this goes to his brother Carl. Carl gave up the throne when he was younger in favor of his younger brother because Carl wanted to become a scientist. And so he's out there doing science while Mark is the ruler. Over here, we also can turn in that quest where we gave the delivery to the priest in Martian Swamp. And I've given him the money. Do you know that this was not only a test of your courage, but a test of your honesty as well? And you've passed both tests successfully. Congratulations. So, the funny part about that is, yes, it was a test of our honesty. And we tried to steal it, but we're paladins, so we can't.